fat and no muscle mass, because not only does that look not so great, because we're all about looking and feeling youthful, but when you alter your body composition, you lose body fat, you gain muscle mass, which is what the whole Zen program is about and what Mark McDonald's going to talk about. He and I have really had an opportunity to talk about what are the most important things we could do to look better, feel better, and actually be healthier. If you change your body composition, you lose body fat, you gain muscle mass, okay, what happens is everything else works better. And we're going to talk about that in a little bit too. So the YES system is unique. Our product's founded in science. They work from the inside out to the outside in. They are experiential and they're synergistic. Now that combination in the design of the YES system is completely unique to Jeunesse. You'll see no other company do that because they haven't really given it the thought and they don't have the power of all the minds, the medical minds behind them. So Luminesse, as we all know, this is an experiential product. You put that on in a matter of days or even weeks, you see a dramatic difference in how the skin looks and feels. Not only in color, but in texture, okay, in thickness, as the skin gets thicker in response to the growth factors, again, which are unique to Jeunesse. We have a whole host of product lines within Jeunesse that creates a system as you use them together. Envy. This is the only product really on the market that is a cosmetic application, but it's a therapeutic treatment. So with the APT proteins in this product, every time you put your makeup on, you're making your skin not only look better, but better from the inside out. And again, a unique approach and a great product. And if you take a look at the APT proteins, APT 200 is one of the unique things that really gives this product and makes it stand out from everything else that is out there on the market. From moisturizing to being able to hide different shades of your skin based upon your cultural background. It's a unique approach to looking great and regenerating your skin. Now, Instantly Ageless is probably the most, I would say, amazing product that you can potentially use and show people, because it's one of the only products you'll see anywhere that immediately can reverse the aging process. And everybody wants immediate effects. So Instantly Ageless, I think, to me, in my practice, it's funny, we do a lot of Botox, Juvederm. So when people come in for their injectables, I say, look, you're not going to see the effects of your Juvederm your Botox for probably 4 or 5 days. But you're going to leave here with no wrinkles, and you put this on them and they will walk out with a box, because everybody wants immediate gratification. So not only does it diminish fine lines and wrinkles and tightness underneath the eyes particularly, but more importantly, if your skin is tighter throughout the day, the muscles don't pull quite as much, it actually helps you reduce wrinkles in the future. They really don't talk about that, and it's a claims issue, but I can tell you my patients, without a question, say that. Now, Nara is another inside to outside product, which dramatically helps the texture, quality of the skin, stimulates more collagen production, and that's one of the things we all lose as we get older, is the thickness of our skin. One of the key things is not only does it help with your skin, but again, because of its production of collagen, it helps our ligaments, our joints, and it really helps promote joint health as much as it does skin health. 5,000 milligrams of marine collagen is a lot of collagen. And frankly, I tell my patients who have a lot of fine lines or achy joint pains, or in our anti-aging group of people, this makes a big difference. So what else does it have is 8 superfoods. I mean, we're looking at how do we increase our ability to capture those free radicals that really make up the damage or begin the damage to our DNA. And this is, again, an excellent source of all natural compounds to do that. Amino acids and minerals, again, because today in our 21st century diet, we really don't get everything we should get from our food, and particularly the fact that the food is grown in soil that is nutritionally depleted anyway. So these are all essential things. Reserve, one of the first products for Jeunesse. And anybody who's taken this product will tell you not only does it taste good, but they get a boost of energy. They get a whole host of antioxidants, again, so they don't have to eat food or constantly have things that are inconvenient. This is one of the most convenient ways to keep your free radicals down, your antioxidant levels up. And if you take a look at Reserve, it has one key ingredient called resveratrol. You probably all heard about this, and we're going to be talking about this too, because resveratrol turns on a group of genes called SIRT1, S-I-R-T-1. So why is that important? That's the group of genes that are directly related to longevity in mammals and humans. And if you can keep that gene active, not only does it help with longevity, but it does something else. As we grow older, the cells in our body get damaged. They're called senescent cells. In the last few years, we realized that the more damaged cells you have, the quicker those damaged cells cause your healthy cells to age. So we don't like them. Resveratrol is a very important compound because it inhibits another gene, a bad gene called mTOR. So while you're taking resveratrol, you're not only augmenting the genes for longevity, but you're turning down the genes that create these, what we call zombie or nasty senescent cells. Mind, well, we could all use a little extra memory. And as we get older, there's no question, that's an issue in today's 21st century. We get exposed to over 30,000 pieces of new information a day. And I don't know about you, but I have to read half a dozen articles every day. I have to constantly keep up with things. Anything that can help your memory, anything that can keep you more calm so you're less stressed, are all big assets to memory in general. Well, AM/PM we're going to talk about in a minute. So we position AM/PM as a foundation product. That is at the bottom of the Jeunesse pyramid because it impacts not only your body cells, your stem cells. And what we really need to do is keep both groups of those cells in optimal health in order to keep our body regenerating, healthy, and as we age, more importantly, to able to repair the damage that occurs with the aging process. So AM/PM has been designed, I don't know if you know the story behind this, but it took me 9 years to design this product and a couple $1 million. And this is the first new product that is a evolutionary step beyond vitamins and minerals. And whether you know this or not, the first time we started to realize human beings needed vitamins or minerals was in 1940 up at Cornell. And they were feeding rats these compounds, and they realized that, gee, when we give these rats these certain things, that group of rats look better, jump around better, and they function better. So they called them vital amines. They just picked a word, and that's where the concept of vitamins came from, because they found out if you don't have these basic things in your diet, your body can't function normally. That's the big word, normally. We're not happy with normally. What we do is look at how we can make your body work in an enhanced level. Nobody here wants to be normal because you're just going to age and die like everybody else. We want you guys to be way above normal. We want you to stay healthier than the day you came into this company. In fact, every 3 months, every piece of the DNA in each one of those 100 trillion cells, every piece is replaced every 3 months.
It's amazing.
So you're a new genetic person every 3 months.
That's amazing.
There's nobody, and you're going to like this. There's
Love that.
nobody in the room is older than 7 years of age.
Woo!
So whatever you thought you were when you walked in here, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, no, you're 7 years of age. Every cell in your body is replaced every 7 years. So there's no cell older than 7 years. Okay? That's going to be an important thing when we move on. So you can tell everybody you just never made it past 7. Okay. Affinity. Now, Affinity is a unique product. Affinity works on the telomeres. Inside each one of our cells, we have our 23 pairs of chromosomes. And as our cells divide, the edges of those little kind of pieces on the chromosome shorten. And if they shorten to a certain point, the cell stops dividing, and it turns into one of those zombie cells that cause your healthy cells to age quicker. We don't like that. Exercise, diet, supplements, can dramatically help maintain your telomere length or actually even increase it. So we used to think 3 years ago there's nothing you could do about lengthening your telomeres, so now all of that has changed. And we're going to show you how everything you thought about aging last year is not even true anymore, because this year we have so much more information. The information about aging, cellular aging, anti-aging, doubles every 2 months. Imagine that. 2 months from now, we'll have twice the amount of information. 2 months from that, 4 times. 2 months from that, 8 times. When you do the math, it's impossible even to keep up with the new pieces of information. And our job is to look at that and how we can apply that information to products that really make a difference. So Affinity is a unique, absolutely unique product that can help do that. Nevo is a great way to get a nutritional drink aside from carbonated soda, which blows up your blood glucose level, which is one of the last things you want to do if you want to stay healthy and young. Reveal. This is Dr. Newman, I believe, did a great job bringing out this product, because again, this is something when you use it, you see the difference virtually immediately. Your hair feels different, your hair looks different. And again, this is part of the whole process of not only feeling better, but looking better for both men and women. I got to move through things a little bit quicker. Vita Blue. Okay, this is a major adjunct to the science behind GNAS. Okay, we're talking about what's important is our body cells and stem cells. AMPM works on both body cells and stem cells, but the real secret is you have to have a right amount of stem cells circulating through your body so they can go to the areas of damage, they can repair and restore the tissues. Up until Vita Blue came out, the really only way to do that was with prescription medications. With Vita Blue, that releases the stem cells from your body, mainly your bone, inside your bones, your long bones or legs, and by increasing the number of circulating stem cells in your body, you can repair and restore the damage to your body much more efficiently. Your immune system is better. Okay, your ligaments and joints can be repaired quicker, so there's less damage. So this, working with things like AMPM that actually can repair DNA damage, that can actually enhance what genes are turned on and off. We have a unique system here already. Okay. Monavi. Well, this is another great way of, again, working from the inside out, drinking highly effective compounds that reduce DNA damage, that help with gathering free radicals. All of these things in the 21st century we're exposed to more than we've ever been in the past. If you take a look at some of the key benefits in here, you see all of these natural fruit extracts. Every one of them are high, what we have high ORAC values, oxygen radical absorption capacity. That means they suck up those free radicals to limit the damage that they make. Okay. Max 2O, another product that I think is going to be a very interesting addition. You know, today, none of us drink enough water. We are really never hydrated enough. And if you're not hydrated, what happens is the nutrients you're taking in can't get into the cell because the spaces between the cells are dehydrated. There's not enough liquid in them. But more importantly, the waste products from your cells can't get out and detoxify. So hydration is very important, but what's really important on top of that is the right pH or acid level. I would be willing to say that if we tested everybody in this room, 90+% of us would be acidic, more in the acidic range, or we should be more in the neutral pH range. So if you're not drinking enough water, enough alkaline water, and be able to do that on a regular basis, we're basically all like little prunes here, really not looking and feeling as good as we could. So this will be a big addition, and I'm really happy the company has decided to add something to hydrate, balance the pH, help with energy, and really help with the delivery of the nutrients that the other products actually do. This guy is Mr. Energy. You all know Mark. And we've grown to be very good friends in our travels over the world. And I will tell you right now, very quickly, one of the most important things as you age is to keep your body in good shape. Now, you can't take all these products and sit on your couch and have a McDonald's a couple nights a week. You just can't do it because no matter how good the products are, they're not going to negate what's inside of McDonald's. I'll tell you that. You have to be dedicated. You have to have a daily regimen. Even if it's 15 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day, you have to exercise.
Yes.
You have to get the right amount of protein. You have to help your body detox the compounds that build up not just from the food you eat, but from the environment you eat. So to me, one of the most important things is the combination of the Zen product line, particularly Zen Fuse, and then the protein components, which are unique, both an immediate acting form of protein and that's released immediately in a long, and another form that's released over time. Now, when we add Zen, the Zen system and AMPM together, what do you get? You get something that 1 + 1 = 5. And I'm going to explain that to you. As we age, due to drops in different hormones, and one of those is growth hormone, which helps keep you lean. But what happens is we become like little pears. Where there used to be like nice little triangles, we become pears. And that's basically due to the fact we gain more body fat. And poor women, I apologize to all women for what the Creator did to you, but you hit a certain age, and when your drops in estrogen and progesterone occur, and you may not know this, the reason you gain weight is because you lose progesterone much quicker than you lose estrogen, because progesterone inhibits estrogen from making fat. Okay? Number 2, you lose your growth hormone levels, which cause your body to stay lean, your muscle mass better. Those are important things. But with the Zen program, what you have is a program that will have you not diet. So I think Mark will agree with me, the Zen program is not a dietary program. It is a body composition anti-aging program. So what happens with most diets is the fact that you become a smaller fat person. And this is a fact. So no matter what diet you're looking at, if you just want to be a smaller fat person, it's a great thing to do. I don't suggest it. Okay? So what does that mean? It means when you lose muscle mass and body fat, you have the same ratio of everything in your body. You might look a little better in certain areas, but as soon as you go off that diet, you gain it all back again. And why is that? That is because as a young person, you have more muscle mass and less body fat. You burn calories more efficiently if you have more muscle mass. Your bone density is better. Your hormonal levels are better by just shifting body composition. And that's one of the key things you'll hear Mark talk about is really, if you want to call it an anti-aging diet that restores youthful body composition, it's a little long to say, but it's exactly what it does. It's really about body composition. We want to look better. We want to feel better. We want to be more functional. We want to get up and move more smoothly. We want to play our sports better, or just basically fit into your clothes better. That's what this is about. So we'll talk more about that. But right now, to me, one of the most important combinations, we talked about synergy of products. AMPM and the Zen program, probably to me, along with Vita Blue, probably the 3 most important things you can do. My personal opinion. So the youth enhancement system, it's unique. I'll reinforce this again. It's based on sound, the latest cutting-edge science about DNA, about how important it is to keep your genetic software healthy. The products are experiential. People will not continue to use or buy products if they don't see or feel the difference. The products are synergistic. When you use them together, the net effects is better than just either product alone. Okay. So in summary, this is one of the unique components to Genesis, why we've been so successful and why we will continue to be even more successful. So let's get into this whole new story. I have 11 minutes. In the last 2 years, I don't know how many people know that we have DNA computers. Anybody know that? No. Oh, 3 people. Okay. So what's interesting is Bill Gates made a comment, and I believe I have this on, well, maybe we don't. Bill Gates made a comment this past year, he said DNA is by far the most advanced genetic software system ever created, a computer software system ever created. That sounds weird. We're not computers, but I will tell you this. What's happening throughout the world is we're starting to look at human beings as biological machines. That doesn't mean we're inhuman. It means that there's a way, a new perspective of looking at what keeps us healthy and what keeps us youthful and functioning. And basically, I'm going to go into that in 2 seconds. So right now, in each one of our biological machines, we have 2 groups of cells. We have our body cells and our stem cells. As our body cells wear out, our stem cells are released. They have to go to those areas, replace those damaged body cells or injured body cells, and your liver continues to function, your heart continues to function. But if you don't have enough stem cells, that doesn't happen. So either you have a major problem with your health or you stop functioning. The other thing that happens is as those cells get damaged, my Chinese is a little off today, I'm sorry. I can't read that. Okay, so let's take a peek. We can turn that volume off. So basically, here's what happens. Each one of us are made up of cells, okay? 100 trillion cells. Cells make tissues. Tissues make organs. Organs make your body. There's your biological machine, okay? Now, in each one of those cells, if you dive into this cell, you'll see all the components of the nucleus, the telomeres, the genes, and your DNA. And if you end up with a lot of free radicals, that DNA chain dies, or gets broken, so to speak. And your chromosomes get shorter, okay? Aside from that, those damaged cells release these negative inflammatory compounds that cause everything else to age much quicker. So in summary, we finally have an idea how to address this problem called aging and the diseases that come along with this. So looking at this, what we're going to take a peek at is when you're young, here, you have a tremendous amount of stem cells when you're young. As you go from a child to an adolescent to an adult, you use up billions and billions of your stem cells to create a mature, functioning, healthy adult body. But here's where the problem starts. This is called positive aging. You're aging, but you're developmentally aging to be at the peak of your health right here. So what happens here, as you start to age, you not only lose stem cells, numbers, you lose function, and then these nasty things called zombie or senescent cells start to increase. And then as soon as they hit a certain number, you age like this. And I'm sure many of us have seen people who you haven't seen for a while, you look at them and go, oh my God, that person looked bad. Well, what happened was they ran out of stem cells and these other nasty cells that started to take over, and the game's over. So here's Bill
So
Gates'
funny.
quote. DNA is like a computer program far, far more advanced than any software we've ever created. Now, he's no dummy, okay? Even though he didn't get out of high school or college, he's no dummy, okay? And really, this is where it's all at today. So what happens to your computer, each one of you, when you get a virus? We have programs to protect you from being, your computer or your cell phone from being damaged by the virus. But if you accumulate viruses, your computer crashes, it doesn't work anymore. Now that's the exact same